What's up? The Weekly Metal Pubes here, and we're here to raise some hell with both my Valentine's new song,
Ha!
Raising Hell. I'm so funny. This song they just randomly put out. I mean, they said that they've been working on new stuff, and they put this out, and I had no hopes for this song, but they put this out themselves, I believe.
Yeah.
Did the production and all that stuff themselves or something. And so, yeah, we're here to share our thoughts. And this is the follow-up, of course, to 2013's. I think it was this year.
2013's masterpiece of an album.
Temper. Oh, fuck. This is like night and day. This is like one ass cheek being black and the other one being white. Pretty much.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, like Tyler said, had no hope whatsoever for this song. And then and so like the progression was like, the intro, which is alright. The very first part was just the chords and the lead guitar just hitting the whammy and all that. I was like, okay. And then it broke out with a riff, and I was like, wait, what? So I thought it was a pretty cool riff. It's almost I'm not going to say it is, but it's almost thrashy in a way, just kind of how, like, I don't know. It just seems like a very old, like, Scream Aim Fire style bullet riff. And then, so the verse came in, and I like the backing vocals during the verse, at least the first verse. I thought that was done really well. And the chorus, the chorus is starting to grow on me. I've listened to the song a couple of times, but I still don't know what to think about it. It's still, maybe it's just having, a chorus that's kind of straight chords and whatnot is, after Temper, still a little sour about that, But it did sound cool. The vocal harmonies, which runs rampant all over this album. There's a lot of them, especially in the chorus and even a little bit during the verse. And the solo is solo is cool. I mean, for basically the solos being unimaginative and very simplistic from the last album, this is definitely a step up. And just everything sounded really good. And if it's right, what we heard is that they put it out themselves. This is it doesn't sound bad for mixing it and doing all that crap themselves. Like I said, solo. The drums didn't really stick out too much, and then the songwriting, the cool riffs. The chorus was one of those epic, bullet choruses, and there was, breakdowns rampant at certain parts. But Matt Tuck's vocals sounded different a little bit. Like, it sounded like he was trying to sing, but then still have the gruffness of that his voice has on some songs, and he was trying to put those two together, and so it sounded weird, but it's cool. I don't know what to think of it yet, but I mean, hopefully with when and if they put out a new record, it'll grow on me by then. Hopefully it'll sound like this and not like Temper.
Yeah, anything but Temper.
Too.
I'd rather have like Fever 2.0 than Temper. I'll be completely honest. I'll walk you through my thoughts. I saw that this song came out, or it leaked, or whatever the fuck happened. I don't even know. And I'm like, oh, this is gonna be funny. Let's jam this shit. So like I said, I had no hopes for this. I just kind of wrote this band off, and then it started at the beginning. I'm like, all right. Then the riff came in. I'm like, okay, it's a riff. It's kind of a rocky riff. It's all right, but then I remembered. I'm like, Temper started with an okay riff, and then it just went south, and I was like, all right, I still have no hopes for this. And then the verse came in. I'm like, all right. This is shocking me. And then I immediately started to take massive dumps in my pants the whole time, just because I was just shocked at the almost complete 180 that this band did, almost. It's pretty crazy. To me, this song gets back to how they kind of used to be. And I say kind of because they're not fully there. They're not fully back to their roots. If this anything, this is a little bit Poison-ish, but it seems more rocky, or like the riff is just like a really upbeat rock riff in my mind. It's kind of cool. I mean, it's not the greatest riff ever, but it's pretty catchy. And same with the chorus. The chorus is just really catchy. I can see them playing this live and just, having the crowd sing along with it and all that shit. I just felt, obviously with Temper, and even Fever, that they were really moving away from what made them, kind of, good and all that stuff. And this is their attempt to get back to it. I don't know if, I read that Matt Tuck said their label forced them to make, a Temper, a more hard rock oriented album. I'm not sure if they saw how many people didn't like it, how many fans they'd lost, if that was affecting their sales, the money they were making. It was like, you know what, we need to get back to who we are. And that's why they did this. I don't know, but I'm just kind of glad. I'm not saying this is the greatest song Bullet for My Valentine has ever wrote. I'm not calling this song of the year. I'm just happy that they wrote something that you can listen to and you can proudly say, I want to listen to that song, and not be like, Temper's okay. And then everybody looks at you like, did he say that?
You fucking stupid.
The solo, I think, is the coolest part of the song. The solo fucking shreds. What's his name? Pudge? Padge, yeah. He can fucking jam. And the solos were just kind of absent in Temper, and I felt like they really weren't even the best in Fever. And I'm kind of glad that, they wrote, because here's the thing, Padge is not the greatest guitar player in the world. I mean, his solos are rather easy to learn. It's the way, how they fit the music, the way they're written, and they just, they're those solos that get stuck in your head that, you air guitar to all the fucking time. They're not, over here, Mr. I can play sweeps out my butthole, and I can tap better than you, I can do all this crazy shit. This is just a well-written solo, and that's what I really liked. I liked how, the solo busted in, it was pretty shreddy, and then it had this, like, little groovy breakdown-like part right in the middle of it, and then it just went right back to the shred. It was just cool. And like Keith said, Matt Tuck just sounds different. I don't know if, I can't put my finger on it. He just, the way he says certain words, I'm not sure if it's like his, British accent or something, but the way he says like Reaper, or the way he says hell, or something, or even in the chorus, the way he says, let me go, just sounds different. It's not a bad thing at all. I don't know. It seemed like in the verses, it sounded like he was trying to sing more and really, push himself and, really give it his all. And that's one thing I just think is the best shocking part about this, is that they actually wrote something that they know how to do. This is their style, not some bullshit Riot or Temper or...
I'm sorry.
And I hope, I'm just praying that there's no, like, Tears Don't Fall Part 3.
Oh, God, please, no.
I don't know. I kind of hope that they get an album out, first quarter of next year or something, because I'm interested in it. This is interesting. I'm just interested in now seeing where they could go, because after Temper, I was just like, I don't care about anything else that this band is going to do, if they're just going to keep going in this direction. But now, they reinvigorated my interest, and I want to see what it sounds like. I'm not saying it's going to be the best thing. I'm not saying that, they're going to write like a Master of Puppets or some shit. I'm just saying, I just want them to write a decent album. That's all I want. And this is a decent song. And this is definitely the step in the right direction for them.
The one thing, if they do put out another album, which is, the song is good, but I just hope that, like, the idea that they were saying it, that they're writing new material, that they just want it to be like a mix of Scream, Aim, Fire, and The Poison. I just don't hope every song is kind of like let's
Yeah, I hope every song's not like this, because then that would just get
boring. I just hope that
boring.
they're just like writing similar kind of songs, not like all right, boom, this riff from here, and then this chorus from here, or something like that. It's like hopefully it's something new that maybe we haven't seen too much.
And even if you listen to like Scream Aim Fire, it's very it's varied in the way the songs are.
Yeah.
I hope it's kind of like that. I don't expect this band to ever write another Scream Aim Fire, but I mean it would be alright. Even if you listen to the Poison was pretty varied. I just don't really jam the Poison too much anymore. It's a little bit too whiny for me. But this isn't that whiny. I don't think so. I don't know. This is like the shock of the year.
Biggest upset of the year.
Yeah.
After probably 8 months ago, putting out arguably the worst album of the year, they kind of do a whole 180. Like I said, it's probably not the best song of the year, but it's just kind of like, whoa.
That's the best part about it. It's just like,
wow. What if they did that on purpose? What if Temper was the whole purpose of putting it out was to like just shock people with their 5th album?
I don't know.
Like it's all a huge plot.
Who knows? We'll just see what's going to happen if they put out a new album in the future. We'll definitely be there to review it. Even though we said we were done reviewing Bullet for My Valentine,
we just can't keep away.
Keep away from me. That's me.
Yeah.
See you later.